Okay guys, today I'm sharing with you the most amazing baklava recipe. It originally comes from a lady named Aunty Sylvia. You'll know it's the Aunty Sylvia wedding dresses for lots of people. Anyway, she gave us this recipe and it is amazing. She's got a heritage of I think it's Persian, Iranian heritage. Anyway, she shared with us a family recipe and it's epic. You need Phyllo pastry. I'm going to do it old school way. I know the new school way is you just melt the butter and you pour it in, but you know, I like old school. And still this recipe doesn't exactly tell you how much melted butter or Phyllo, but you don't need a lot. I have melted about 200 grams of butter for now. Make sure that your Phyllo is not frozen. So I popped mine in the fridge last night. Okay, just slowly unroll. Brush the bottom of your pan with some butter. Pop in the first layer. If you have extras laying over, don't stress out. Cut it to the exact size. Me, I lazy. So now brush the first layer. Fold over the piece that's extra. 28. It would have been great if it was 30. So you want basically a 30 by 40. I think a 30 by 40 would be perfect. If you find your Phyllo is cracking like this and stuff, nothing to stress about. Just keep going. I'd say about 3 tablespoons of melted butter for each layer. So you want to go with about 8 layers on the very bottom. Then we're just going to run some butter. Your nutty mixture. I'm going to finely chop about 3/4 cup of walnuts. Now this recipe takes 2 cups of nuts. It doesn't matter what combination you do of nuts. If you want to do pistachios, do pistachios. If you want to do walnuts, which is the generally what we like to add, you do walnuts. If you want to make a pecan baklava, you do pecans, right? So the way we do it is that we do a mix of walnuts and nibbed nuts. These ones, just the normal little nibbed nuts, you know, the ones they use on the ice creams. 2 cups of any mixture of nuts. So I'm going to see how much it's got here. Yeah. 1/3 cup of castor sugar. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And 3/4 cup of plain breadcrumbs. To do 3 of them. Get a good mix. Right, you're going to take half of your mixture and you're just going to sprinkle it all into here. We're going to do like 2 layers on top of that filling. Your extra. Put the rest of your filling on top. So you're done. Use up the rest of your sheets. Whatever sheets you got left, close up your baklava. We will be brushing butter. So now you want to slice it before you bake it. Otherwise you got problems, I tell you. Problems. If you want to do a diamond shape, you want to go down straight lines and then diagonal lines. I'm ruining my clothes here. Straight edged knife and start just pressing down. Make sure you cut to the bottom. You want to cut your diamonds into diagonals like this. Okay, it's cut and ready. I did some small ones and some bigger ones. I'm not baking it now because I got a lot of running around to do. I'm going to bake it later, but we're going to make our sugar syrup klaar so that it's ready. To bake, you're going to bake until golden brown on 160 degrees Celsius. 2 cups of white sugar. 2 cinnamon sticks or cassia twirls. 3 cloves. 1/4 cup of honey. Juice of half a lemon. 1.5 cups of water. If you got orange blossom water, you can use some. But this is totally optional. You just want a couple of drops of orange blossom water in there. Get this onto a boil and make a nice syrup. Okay, our syrup, it's done. It's ready. You want to make sure that this cools down completely, like in the fridge completely. So that when I bake the baklava and I pour it over, they get that sizzle. Okay, baklava in the oven. Perfecto! Now, as the sugar is settling, you're just going to sprinkle on ground pistachios. Just go wild. Look how beautiful that looks. You got to try this one. I say that for everyone, I know, but you got to try this one too.